sat around for like 3 hours in the refrigerator. And then I pulled it out about an hour and a half before you guys got here. So now it's nice and room temperature. There's been some moisture has come out of it, but not much. Okay. All right. So I'm going to blot the steak a little bit. I'm going to dry off one of the surfaces. So you guys know about oven searing, pan searing, oven roasting? Ever done that? You get your skillet up pretty high, and because say your steaks are at room temperature now. I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of our beautiful organic canola oil on one side. My oven has been preheated to 400 degrees. I'm going to use a pan that can go into the oven. So whatever kind of skillet that you're using, make sure it can take a 400 degree temperature. You can also do this on a sheet pan, but you want to have the sheet pan in the oven already hot. So whenever you take the steak and flip it over to the sheet pan, it sears that side. I'm only going to sear one side in the pan and then put it into the oven. Satisfying little sizzle. And you do it about 3 minutes on one side. Did everyone get rained out for the 4th of July, or did everybody actually see fireworks and stuff? Was everyone chasing their cats and dogs around the yard to try to keep them calm? We had one of our dogs, anytime there was a storm outside, she was a mess, and she would just scream to get out of the house. And she was a golden retriever, and she was just panting wreck. I mean, give her some Xanax quick. So we would open the door and let her go out in just the pouring this thunderstorm, and she would go to the corner of the yard and just sit and watch the house. Like she thought that it was going to go up in smoke. Now that looks nice. I'm going to have everybody in the store up here. What's that smell? I used to do that when I was cooking in Minneapolis. We would have our grills going in the grocery stores way in the back, like where the meat department is, and we would be doing grass-fed beef, and we would just have people flocking with their mouths open like some sort of funny cartoon, just flying to the back of the store. It was disgusting. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven now. Not in the microwave. Alrighty. I'm going to turn this off. I've started this now, so it'll have plenty of time to sort of rest. So it'll have time to rest and come sort of down to room temperature before I put it on top of the salad. So the salad doesn't go, ah, and melt all over the place. Bloody Mary salad dressing. Okay, so downstairs I looked at all the Bloody Mary mixes, and I didn't see anything I liked, really. I mean, there was some things that I just, you know, lots of you guys know me probably, and I'm a whole food fanatic, and I don't really like I don't like high fructose corn syrup. I don't like stuff that I can't pronounce. So, but I work in a grocery store, and I expect that. But I tried to find the cleanest of the Bloody Mary mixes out there, and it was actually this Tabasco. So this is what I'm using. If you have your own personal Bloody Mary, whatever, go for it. But I like this, and actually I'll use a bigger bowl. I also, you guys that know me know I don't use recipes a lot. I don't go by, I go by taste. I don't go by teaspoons. But general proportions, you know. So this is a half a cup of Bloody Mary mix. That's about a half cup. It really smells good too. And this is a mildly seasoned Bloody Mary mix, because I don't know what you guys' tastes are like, so I got a mild one. This is a quarter cup of olive oil. This did have seeds in it. This is fresh lemon juice, quarter cup. Horseradish. Now, this you get in the downstairs in the fish department. So if you're ever looking for horseradish, fish department. It's not horseradish sauce. It's just horseradish prepared. Horseradish sauce has mayonnaise in it. And you'd be horrified if you started this recipe and found you had mayonnaise in your Bloody Mary. So there's a little smudge of horseradish. It says a tablespoon. So you guys can use your own discretion. By the way, this is the Dalai Lama's birthday. Sounds like it's like the Dalai Lama, huh?
That's why you're ringing them.
That's right. Little meditation bell. Okay. And for the next ingredients, it says black pepper and celery salt. I'm using this steak and burger seasoning again. I used on the steak. I'm using it in the sauce. You can go by the recipe if you want to, or I like to layer flavors a lot and try to use the same ingredients in the meat as in the sauces. So there's my excuse for using this great product. I really like this, actually. I don't know if you would use this in your Sunday morning Bloody Marys, but it's good in this, I think. And then a hit of Worcestershire. Forgot. Layer after layer of protection. I think this all happened because of Tylenol. Okay. Since my jar isn't big enough, I'm just going to whisk this together. You see, it's not a very big sauce. It's kind of loose. Cooking steaks, again, I come from the rare side of the cooking steaks aisle. I don't like to overcook steaks. I don't like to overcook any meat really, but I do want to get them to about 130. And these are very thin steaks too. So you can check it with your thermometer. Okay. Just make sure you remember that this has been in the oven. This is very hot. So you don't want to go grabbing it. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move the steaks to a. I'm going to look at it first and see what they look like. What's your feelings on steaks as far as the doneness level of doneness is? Medium? You like yours well done? These will continue to cook for just a little bit. I'll move it off to the plat. But just like chicken, these will continue to cook for just a little bit. And I want this to rest for just a few minutes before I cut into it. Okay. Now I told you guys this is like a 20-minute farm to table. And as you see, it doesn't take any time at all to make all this stuff. Of course, I've had since 12 o'clock, but but still, once you have your steaks rubbed and ready to go, everything is prepped. I mean, you want to have this made pretty much at the early part of the day. The mountain caviar, you want to have that done early in the day. This is romaine lettuce that's been washed and sliced really thin. And then there's thin pieces of celery that's sliced on the diagonal. I'll show you how to do that. For the salad, you slice the celery similar to as if you were slicing for a stir fry. So you slice it severely on an angle. So you get lots and lots of surface, and you have these pretty little swoops, like a Nike swoop, celery Nike swoop. Now this looks really nice. You guys made steak salads before? Really good for breakfast. Lots of protein. Is anyone watching the show Grace and Frankie on HBO?
Just watched the first episode.
You watched the first episode? Doesn't Jane Fonda look amazing?
Yeah.
She says she's 70. She's 77. She just looks amazing. But this is the stuff she eats. She eats steak salad. You'll see that in one of the if you keep on with it. It's on HBO. Anybody wants to see it? Or no, it's Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Netflix, so it's not HBO. It's Netflix. What?
What's it called?
It's called Grace and Frankie. It's Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda. And they've been friends since 9 to 5, which is lots of people don't. It's an old movie. But she's had a great influence on me since I started watching that. I'm like, I'm watching what I eat. Yeah. Because she says what you haven't gotten there yet probably, but what she says in one of the episodes, and the thing about this is so cool. This has nothing to do with cooking. But this particular series, Grace and Frankie, they dumped it all at once into Netflix. So you can have the biggest party marathon watch you ever want to have outside of Downton Abbey. I mean, it's just so you have to really be careful that you don't, you know, you can binge watch a lot. And now comes the tomatoes. I'm still cooking. So you want to get the prettiest of the heirlooms that you can find at your farmer's market. What?
Ask to make sure they're heirlooms, because a lot of people don't even know what the heirlooms and GMOs are.
Oh, well, you can actually, yeah, you don't, yes. No, you have to. Okay, almost got it here. This is a tomato that comes from a local farm. Are you guys starting to get vinegared out? Can you smell it? My eyes are watering personally, but I power through. Now, wouldn't this just be a gorgeous thing to have for company? I mean, seriously. Something a little different. It's gorgeous. Ah. A few more grounds of pepper. This is sea salt. A little more of that. And that's gorgeous.